G'day fellow moto vloggers, Ben and Ev on from Mookie, the Suzuki Bandit. What I want to talk about today, well, I'm on the most boring new road in my area. There's nothing around and we've got to do 50 kilometres an hour on this lovely new road. 50 kilometres an hour. No houses around, nothing. And yep, folks, 50 kilometres an hour. Bit of a joke actually. Anyway, I was watching with interest Alan Bolter, and he's thinking about getting another bike at some stage when this pandemic has finally been, can I say conquered, or we're starting to win the fight. And he's thinking of a lighter bike than he had before, which I can understand, absolutely. Anyway, he was mentioning that he just had the jab, and he's going to, you know, make a vlog on how it's going, and, you know, any side effects, anything like that. So that'll be interesting. The jab here, they reckon it's going to start early March. Well, I think pigs might fly too. I don't think it will. There's a lot of hassles going on at the moment, if I can say that, with the vaccines and the companies and all that sort of garbage. And it could affect when we start the vaccination process. So I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I might just do a double back here. If you go that way, you end up in Gawler. Up there you turn left and you can end up at the train line or the S-bend or whatever you like to call it. So I'll go back onto the boring road and continue. So maybe we'll get the jab early March, but I don't know, I got a strange feeling that they're going to have more hassles and delays and all this sort of garbage. There's some infighting through different countries about how much they're getting and how many they're actually getting. Well, what they've ordered and how much they're getting and all this sort of garbage. There's a shortfall or something. So there'll probably be a shortfall here as well. Will this COVID ever end? And England being in a hard lockdown again, and they're talking, well, might still be weeks from now before they can ease the restrictions. I was watching Dr. John Campbell, and the numbers are not really going down like they did in their first lockdown. Something to do with the new variant from what they're calling the Kent variant, which, by the way, may not have come from Kent. It could have come from overseas. And then you got the South African variant, and there's another variant in Brazil. So will it ever end? probably not until 85% of the world's population is vaccinated. So apparently there's still some ways to go. I'm lucky I can get out and ride. The only way you can get out and ride in England is, well, one, if the weather's alright, and secondly, if you're going to get everyday essentials, shopping and going to the doctor and going to the chemist to get your medication. So anyway, fingers crossed, hopefully it'll start to get better sooner rather than later. So I've got to do a oil change on Smokey. It was due on the 27th. So what is it? 29th? 29th today? Yeah. And well, a couple of days won't hurt, will it? We'll be able to do the oil change and put a new filter on like I do every time, and clean and re-oil my K&N filter, which there are a lot of people against K&N filters because they reckon they let the dirt in. Sean Smoke is one that doesn't like them, and I can sort of understand why, because a lot of people don't maintain their bike, and it is a part of your routine maintenance if you have a K&N filter. Or even if I was using a paper filter, I would probably be changing that as well. If I rode this bike on dirt roads like my friend does, Rex, in the country, yes, I would run a paper filter. I wouldn't run a K&N. And I reckon that the people that run the K&Ns that do get some sort of debris or dust or something in their manifolds are most likely not servicing it properly, clean and oil, and riding on dusty roads, dirt roads, something like that. I mean, I could be wrong, but the whole time I had Ruby, I had a K&N filter in, and never affected anything like that. And I changed the manifold rubbers and there was no dust in them, none whatsoever. But I do steer clear of dirt roads on road bikes. The actual filter come from Ruby and is now in this bike, and tomorrow I'll give it a good clean and a re-oil whilst I do the oil and filter. So that's my theory. I mean, let's face it, K&N wouldn't sell a product that doesn't do the job. And if it dusts your engine, and it's proven that K&N filters did it, you can sue the company. We've seen dirt bikes at the shop come in and they've been dusted because, one, they haven't maintained their filter, and two, they haven't reinstalled it properly if they have maintained it, and it's not sealing properly. So again, it's got to be sealing properly as well, so keep that in mind. Anyway, I've been rambling on a bit much. Hope you poor buggers over there in England get out of lockdown soon. Hopefully this is giving you a bit of entertainment for 10 or 15 minutes, whatever it is. So this has been an Evon Samopki Suzuki bidding you all very, very, very safe riding, if you're allowed to, and if you can. And until next time, cheers for now.